Have you ever heard of a black hole? Well, in this video we'll go over what it is, how it was formed, and what happens if one were to fall into one. So let's start. In physics, a black hole is a region in space whose gravity is so strong that not even light can escape from it. This creates a one-way surface in space called the event horizon. Nothing can escape beyond this point, not even light, hence the name. The boundary of the black hole is called the event horizon. It has a Schwarzschild radius, and its size is defined by the amount of mass contained within it. The greater the mass, the smaller the radius. It is mathematically described as Rs equals gm over c squared, where Rs is the Schwarzschild radius, g is the gravitational constant, m is the mass of the object, and c is the speed of light. Black holes are mysterious and somewhat scary, but they are also fascinating. They can be found throughout the universe, and they come in all shapes and sizes. But no matter what their size, all black holes have one thing in common. Their gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape their grasp. This means that once something crosses the event horizon of a black hole, it is gone forever. It has entered a region of space from which there is no escape. But just because we and see what happens inside a black hole doesn't mean we do and know what happens. In fact, physicists have been able to calculate what would happen if an object were to fall into a black hole, and the results are truly amazing. According to their calculations, as an object approaches a black hole, the gravitational forces would become incredibly strong. The object would be stretched and distorted until it reached the event horizon. At this point, the gravitational forces would become so strong that the object would be pulled apart and stretched out into a thin sheet of light. This process is known as spaghettification. The closer the object gets to the center of the black hole, the thinner it would become until it was eventually torn apart entirely. Once the object had crossed the event horizon, it would continue to be pulled inward until it reached the singularity at the center of the black hole. Here, the gravitational forces would be so strong that all of the matter in the object would be crushed together. Eventually, the object would become a part of the black hole itself. The idea of being stretched and torn apart by a black hole may sound terrifying, but it's actually a pretty peaceful way to go. If you were to fall into a black hole, you wouldn't be aware of it until it was too late. You wouldn't be able to see or feel anything because light and matter couldn't escape the black hole's gravity. You would simply vanish from existence as you cross the event horizon. So if you ever find yourself near a black hole, don't panic. Just surrender to the inevitable and enjoy the ride. But it's not only objects that can be affected by a black hole. Black hole can also affect time. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, time is affected by gravity. The stronger the gravity, the slower the time. This means that time would slow down dramatically as you approached a black hole. If you were to fall into a black hole, time would effectively stop at the event horizon. From an outside observer's perspective, it would appear as if you were frozen in time. As you crossed the event horizon, the observer would be able to see everything around you, but he or she wouldn't be able to see you. To the observer, it would seem as if you had disappeared from existence. It might be hard to imagine, but time would actually pass normally for you as you fell into the black hole. You wouldn't feel anything unusual until you reached the singularity at the center of the black hole. At this point, time would cease to exist altogether. Everything would be pulled together and crushed together infinitely. The effects of a black hole on time and space are truly incredible. But they are not the only ones. A black hole can also create a wormhole. A wormhole is a theoretical passage that connects to different points in space-time. It is basically a shortcut through space-time. Wormholes have been predicted by Einstein's theory of general relativity, but they have never been observed. However, some scientists believe that wormholes could be created by using a black hole. If a wormhole were to open up near a black hole, it could allow for time travel. This is because the wormhole would connect to a different point in space-time. This means that you could travel to the past or to the future by using a wormhole. The idea of time travel is both exciting and terrifying. It would allow us to do things that we could never do before, like visiting the past or meeting our future selves. But it could also cause all sorts of paradoxes and problems. If we were to change something in the past, it could alter the future in ways that we could never predict. Time travel is a topic that has been explored in science fiction for decades, but it is still unknown whether or not it is possible. If you could travel through time, would you go to the past or to the future? Let me know in the comments below. While black holes are often thought of as dangerous and destructive, they are actually essential for life as we know it. Stars produce energy by fusing hydrogen into helium in their cores. This process requires high temperatures and pressures, which are only found in the core of a star. When a star dies, it collapses in on itself and forms a black hole. This black hole then pulls in surrounding gas and dust, which forms a disk around it. The gas and dust in the disk is heated to millions of degrees. As it spirals into the black hole, this heat is released as light and radiation, which is what we see when we look at a quasar. Without quasars, the universe would be a much darker place. Not only that, but black holes also help to regulate the star formation in galaxies. When a black hole grows too large, it begins to pull in stars and other objects at a rapid rate. This causes the galaxy to collapse in on itself and form a new, smaller black hole. This process helps to keep the size of black holes in check and prevents them from growing too large. While black holes may be scary to think about, they are actually essential for life as we know it. They provide the energy and radiation that powers quasars, and they help to regulate the star formation in galaxies. If you ever saw a black hole up close, it would be the most amazing sight you ever witnessed. That is, if you were far enough away to live and tell about it. They are truly one of the most mysterious and fascinating phenomena in the universe. And we are still learning about them today. Who knows what other secrets they may hold? Maybe one day we will even learn how to harness their power. Till then, you can marvel at the incredible images captured by the Event Horizon Telescope and wonder at the mysteries of these amazing objects. Black holes are truly one of the most mysterious and fascinating phenomena in the universe. They challenge our understanding of physics and cosmology, and they remind us of the vastness and complexity of the world around us. What do you think about black holes? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. And if you liked the video, please subscribe for more content like this. We also have a newsletter that you can sign up for. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.